So it's been a while I haven't uploaded any video and मतलब मेरे एग्जाम्स चल रहे हैं और मैं थोड़ा obsessed भी हूँ. I'm just obsessed over the psychology of like how these companies use the psychology of persuasion and negotiation to scale their own companies, and I'm just curious about that. So I spend a lot of time learning. So that's the second reason why I'm not uploading a lot of video. But from now on, because I've collected so much insights that I just feel obligated to make content. So I'm gonna post content, a lot of valuable content by the way, on this channel. So let's start today's video. So today's video is gonna be very special because in this video we are going to discuss the, we can say, a skeleton of any business. A skeleton of any business, whether you take an agency or you take a coaching business, anyone. Like, this is the skeleton, this is the thing you need to master. And I just made this diagram, and I've been really paying very much attention to this because this plays a very big role. Like, look at this. You see that? So this is what we're going to discuss today. And this is like the skeleton of any business, you can say. So let's begin today's work. So the first thing that I want to discuss is value proposition. Now, proposition gives you clarity. So first of all, what is that? Every business exists to solve a problem or to fulfill a need. So the core question when you are value propositioning, like street vendors in your local streets, when you go outside of your home, you will see that they have value proposition. They say we make the best, we can say we make food very tasty and fast, like that. So that's value proposition. What value do you provide to the market? So that is value proposition. Who do you help? What results you bring? Who are you helping? Like, that is value proposition. So value proposition is very important because it gives clarity to the customer. For example, let's say I've been watching a lot of entrepreneurs nowadays. They just don't have any clarity of what they're doing, like who they're helping and what their customer looks like and what results they're bringing. So let me give you an example. I'm paying very close attention to a lot of young entrepreneurs. They make their page on Instagram, let's say, and when you visit their page, you don't really find specifically what they do. Like, there's no clarity. Who are you helping? What results are you bringing? Like, they don't have any clarity. So that's a big red flag. You need to have clarity, and you need to tell your customers, this is who I am, this is what I do. Clarity is very important. So that's value proposition. The core question you need to ask is, what problem are you solving and why would someone pay for it? Right? So this is value proposition. So the next thing is customer. Now, customer, who do you serve to? Who are your customers? Identifying your customers is critical. Their age, their location, their pain point, all of it matters. So the core question for this is, who exactly is your business for? Who are you solving the problem for? Whether it's a, let's say, new a young entrepreneur who's struggling with growth or something, or you're helping some old guy, you're helping a fat guy, you're helping a slim guy. Who do you are helping? Who are you helping? And what problem are you solving? So customers are really important. To master your business, you need to understand who your customer is. But with that said, also, when you understand your customers, you also understand what kind of product you need to create for them, right? So it's not like ignoring this would be a big red flag. Don't ignore this because your customer plays a huge role. Your content depends on your customer, your product depends on your customer. If you don't know who they are, if you don't know what are their struggles, how the hell on earth you're gonna create a product for them? Like, think about it. If a fat guy struggles with gaining fat again and again and again, and you don't know about it, and you create a product where you solve the problem of a fat guy, but you don't know that what's their real struggle is, and how you're gonna create a product which is helping them and which is they need the product. Like, all of the sales psychology fail when you don't understand your customers. So that is a very important thing. You need to understand your customer very deeply. The deeper you understand, The deeper you understand their problem, the deeper you understand what they're feeling, the better product you're going to create. So I'm a science student, so we can say understanding customer is directly proportional to building a perfect product for them. So we can say that, of course. What the fuck? So the next thing is revenue model. What is a revenue model? So are you getting revenue from ads? Are you getting revenue from, let's say, I don't know, subscription? Are you getting more revenue from, like, how is cash coming in? That is the third part. And I don't think that this is so important because that's obvious. If you're starting a business, you're gonna charge. If you're solving a problem, you're gonna charge. So it's an obvious thing. We don't need to discuss it. So the fourth thing is operation and system. How your business runs without you. Does it needs you all of the time, 24/7? Think about it. The best example of system is there's person A. We can say the best example for system is batching content. So if you don't know, let me explain to you. This person A who scripts daily, shoots daily, edits video daily, and then posts daily. It's kind of like this. They wake up and they do their work, then they script their video, then they record their video, and they edit their video, then they post their video, and then they engage with their audience every single day. This is done 7 times a week, right? But this person B who scripts on Monday, who edits on, let's say, Wednesday, he shoots on Tuesday, and by batching this content he gives only 2 hours per day, and he makes even more content than the person compared to the person A. Like, can you see the system part here? The second person only has one thing. He has system. He understands how to play with logic. And the first person is like emotional, and the first person is like, no, I'm gonna shoot every day, I'm gonna script every day, I'm gonna edit every day, and the first person is gonna quit very soon because they're doing the all of the work each of the day, but the second person is just doing some work on Monday, some work on Tuesday, some work on Wednesday, and eventually it only takes 2 hours per day of their week, and they upload 7 videos. So both of them are uploading the same results, but one of them is putting a lot of effort and they're burning out. But one of them is just chill, putting 2 hours per day, and just they happen. And the best part is they both get the same result. So this is the part we need to have a system where it does not require us way too much. Like, there are several entrepreneurs, several who are giving their whole day just for their business, just for the sake of it. Like, is that what you want to be? Like, is that, think about it. The whole purpose of people nowadays to start a business was to just get out of this, was to get freedom, travel, like sort of having their time for themselves, for their family. But now they have created a business for themselves where they're not even able to spend time with their family. So the fifth one is, and that is one of the most important thing, and that is marketing, sales. How do people find you? Mark my words, this is one of the most important things I've learned. If nobody knows you, if nobody knows you exist, no one will buy. It sounds very simple, but all of your work, your product, yeah, your work in understanding customers, your work in building the revenue model, your work in doing the value proposition, all of them will be vanished. All of them will be a waste of time if nobody knows you exist, if you don't have attention, if you don't have trust. So attention and trust is one of the most important things. In fact, when I was making the diagram, actually, I marked I marked sales and marketing in the between, as you can see. It might not be readable, but if you put a lot of effort in reading, then you can see that I've written it in between, because it does plays a very very big role. That, like, this is the bottom heart of everything, right? So you need to get at good at sales marketing, or you just need to hire someone who will bring you attention and build you trust. In trust wise, really think about it. From For me, I don't buy from someone I don't trust. Like, being logical, Logically, we don't buy from someone we don't trust. We want someone who can solve our problems. We don't want to waste our money, right? So trust is very important and attention is too. If nobody knows you exist, no one's gonna buy from you. Now, all of it, when you have done the work, value proposition, when you have done the work, customers, when you have done the work, revenue model, when you have done the work, system, operation, sales, marketing, you've done it all. You've done it all. One of the most important things, and this is the thing which brings the downfall of several entrepreneurs who do all of the work, which I just said, they do all of the work, start falling down. Their revenue goes down, everything. So, what is this one thing? This one thing is feedback adaptation. If you don't adapt your product, if you don't adapt your content, if you don't adapt your, we can say, your way, your product, if you don't adapt it on the basis of the feedback you're receiving from the customers, then you're probably gonna just collapse. Your business is gonna collapse if you don't adapt yourself according to your customers, because that is one of the most important things. You cannot ignore this. Adapt your product, adapt your uh, business according to your customers. If your customers want like several kinds of video, then make several kinds of video. They want this, if they like this one thing in your product, then ask why do they like this one thing in my product, and if they don't like this one thing, why so? Like, you have to understand your customers, you have to adapt your product, like your coaching, the way you coach, what do they like, what do they don't like, why. You need to understand the why and feedback and adapt yourself, receive the feedback and adapt yourself, change. So this is the system we need. This is the system every early stage founder needs to know. And if you understand this, and if you work in all on all of these components, you're just cracking the code genuinely. Like, you are value propositioning yourself, you're understanding the customers, and since you're understanding the customers, you are creating product very well. You are, when you understand the revenue model, you are basically bringing more money. When you understand systems, you are saving your own time. When you adapt yourself according to the feedback you receive, you actually get more customers, and you actually get, we can say, better testimonials. Yes. And the bottom part of all of this is sales and marketing. So get good at sales and marketing, or hire someone who is good at it. And so basically I am. But anyways, so this was the thing, this is what I wanted to discuss, and a lot of videos are gonna come very soon, very soon. I'm just not getting much time, but let's see what happens. Thank you very much for watching this video. Yes.